April 16th, 2026, the Pentagon held a worship service. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth asked the room to pray with him. He recited what he called CSR 2517, a prayer he said was used by the Sandy 1 Combat Search and Rescue Team before a mission in Iran. The internet recognized it immediately. It was nearly word for word from Quentin Tarantino's 1994 film Pulp Fiction. Here's what happened.
Hegseth said, pray with me at the Pentagon podium.
Then recited Pulp Fiction.
Like nobody would notice it.
Samuel Jackson
said it first in 1994. Now the Secretary of War
is reading it
at a prayer on the floor.
April 16th at the Pentagon, a worship service took place. Defense Secretary Hegseth stepped up to lead the prayer space. He said the Sandy 1 rescue team recited this before the mission. A prayer called CSR 2517. That was his admission. He said, I think it's meant to reflect Ezekiel 25:17. Then he asked the room to bow their heads and pray with him clean. The path of the down deviator is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish. That's how the prayer rides. Blessed is he who in the name of camaraderie and duty shepherds the lost through the valley of darkness. Said it smoothly, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. Then he finished with great vengeance and furious anger. The room was listening, and you will know my call sign is Sandy 1. He declared, when I lay my vengeance upon thee, and the whole room stared. The blogger Public Witness spotted it first in the reporting that prayer was nearly word for word the Pulp Fiction monologue recording. Samuel Jackson's character Jules Winfield said those lines in Quentin Tarantino's 1994 film, one of cinema's most iconic signs. The original movie version says the path of the righteous man. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill, that's the Tarantino plan, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. The movie goes on, and you would know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance in the scene is done. The actual Ezekiel 25:17 in the Bible is one line only. And I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes. Short and lonely. Everything else was written for the film, not scripture at all. Tarantino actually lifted it from a 1973 Japanese martial arts film called Bodyguard Kiba Standing Tall.
He said, pray with me at the Pentagon podium.
Then recited Pulp Fiction.
Like nobody would notice it.
Samuel Jackson
said it first in 1994. Now the Secretary of War
is reading it
at a prayer on the floor.
Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell responded on the platform X the next day. Said the secretary shared a custom prayer used by brave war fighters.
That's the play.
He said it was obviously inspired by dialogue in Pulp Fiction, but both the prayer and the movie were reflections of the verse. That's the Pentagon's position. Parnell added, anyone saying Hegseth misquoted Ezekiel is peddling fake news and ignorant of reality. That was the Pentagon's official views. The story went viral on Reddit with over 22,000 upvotes overnight.
Users ask, quote,
this is satire, isn't it? They couldn't believe the sight. Stephen Colbert played the Hegseth footage on his late night show, then cut to Samuel Jackson saying the same lines, word for word, blow by blow. He said Hegseth quoting from the Gospel of Quentin Tarantino. California Governor Gavin Newsom added it a Pulp Fiction poster for the meme flow. Al Jazeera covered it, Euronews covered it, international press took the stage. Reverend Al Sharpton called it an embarrassment on the national page. The moment came the same day House Democrats filed impeachment articles against Hegseth over the conduct of the war, adding to the political particles. Hegseth has been holding monthly Christian worship services at the Pentagon since taking office. Church and state separation advocates have criticized the practice from the orifice. In the previous March 25th prayer service, Hegseth had prayed for, quote, every round to find his mark against enemies of righteousness. That's what he wrote. Even Steve Bannon advised Hegseth to tone down the religious references at briefings, saying they distract from the operations Operational details that military leaders are delivering. The CSR prayer was reportedly recited before the rescue of call sign Dude 44 Alpha. A U.S. Air Force pilot shot down over Iran. The rescue mission made it a chapter. To be fair, Hegseth did frame it as a military team's custom prayer tradition, not as a direct Bible reading. The context belongs in the full rendition, but reciting it at a formal Pentagon worship service, asking people to pray, is what made the Pulp Fiction origin land the way it landed that day. Hegseth said, "Pray with me at the Pentagon podium." Yeah, then recited Pulp Fiction like nobody would notice it. Samuel Jackson said it first in 1994. Now the Secretary of War is reading at a prayer on the floor.